Hi, I'm Dr. Marianne McCrary. I'm an internist and ACP well-being champion from North Carolina. Today I want to explore how can I address my fears. There is a lot of fear right now that underlies our day. There's so much uncertainty about our medical practice, about the timeline of this pandemic, and also how it'll affect us and our loved ones. We were trained to not show our emotions in our medical encounters, but wouldn't it be nice to have a way to process these strong and pervasive emotions to actually calm them in some way? Can we change our emotional response to these circumstances we're in? I would like to suggest a strategy called RULER, R-U-L-E-R, outlined by Dr. Mark Brackett in his book, Permission to Feel. The acronym teaches us ways to recognize, understand, label, express, and regulate emotions. When we recognize, we think of feelings and emotions as being in our head, but they're actually physical manifestations we have when our brain thinks a certain thought. Dr. Brackett suggests we start with a process called the mood meter to determine where our emotion is on the scales of energy and pleasantness. And we can learn to recognize emotions in others in the same way. Understand, emotions are information, and we can actually learn what causes this feeling in ourselves. We want to investigate the why, and we can do this with reflective questioning. L is labeling. This is where we zero in on naming the emotion. Name it to tame it. By going beyond the narrow responses we often give of, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm busy, to precisely choosing from one of 100 different options, a person increases their self-awareness, and it helps us also communicate effectively. When we label it, we actually see changes in functional MRIs in the activity in the amygdala. E is express. Here's where we actually start managing these emotions and deciding what we want to share with others. When we express an emotion, we are saying, here's what I feel and why. Here's what I want to happen next. Here's what I need from you right now. And when I say those things out loud, I feel like I'm in charge and not my fears. And research shows when we translate our feelings and our thoughts into actual language rather than just keeping in our head, it improves our physical health. The last R, regulate, can be the most challenging. The initial goal here is to manage our own emotional responses. Hey, we've been doing this since we were babies, but are we good at it? Dr. Brackett suggests we try out mindful breathing, forward-looking strategies, attention shifting, cognitive reframing, and what he calls the meta moment, which is a pause. I would encourage you to dive in more with the RULER strategy to address your emotions. This just scratches the surface. Also, watch the other videos in this series for just-in-time tips and ACP advocacy efforts. The ACP IM Support Hub is full of excellent resources. Thank you for listening today.